Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, December 15th. It's 7:50 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. On the left side, we got the Discord with the automated signals. We're looking at the pair to pairs right now. And on the right side, we got the chart. So let's actually just do a quick scan of the Discord and the pair to pair because we got, as you can see, a ton of signals that poured in here this morning and some pretty big signals as well too, and for some big names that we all hold right here, like XLM, XRP, XDC. So we're going to take a look at that, what that's all about. And the pair-to-pair signals actually last night around 8:53 p.m. we had said, or 8:38, that the signal that came in here, XDC against XRP 3-day buy now, I was like, that's a big one. And I let people know real time how I'm playing it. So converted 13% into it from the trading bag, from the portion of the bag that's XRP. And then XLM came 5 minutes after, XCC against XLM 3-day buy now, and a huge signal. And we converted into that last night. And then it seemed like it did pretty well, and it's still continuing to for XCC. So we're going to take a look at all that. And then let's now look at the newest alerts that flashed. We have, since that point, let's look at this morning here. XDC against Avalanche, prepare to sell soon, 9-hour chart. XCC against XRP, 2-day buy now. So we got a 3-day buy now and a 2-day buy now. You love to see that when you're taking these pair-to-pair signals. Then you got XCC against Songbird, prepare to sell soon, 9-hour chart. So it's a lower time frame. XCC against XRP USD, 3-day buy now again. XCC against Casper, 2-day buy now. Against ADA, 2-day buy now. Then against XLM, a 2-day buy now, I got it. Then we had it against Energy Web Token, XLM on the 3-day again. Let's see, the 12-hour charts, we got some prepare to sell soons. So basically what that's insinuating to me is, if I'm just looking at the alerts, I'm not looking at the chart, is that the macro trend and direction of XCC is starting to turn in a big way. And we've already seen kind of the initial phase of that with those 3-day, 2-day, 1-day buy now signals come in. But now in the lower time frames, we're starting to get a little overheated. So that's why I'll say prepare to sell soon. So that means that we probably got a big move out of XCC. And if we take a look at that, and that's exactly what we got, all green here so far. So it's playing out. We'll have to see how the rest of the signals that come in here flash. So if you haven't already, link will be in the bio. Come join the Discord, get access to all these automated signals. And then also the pair-to-pair signals. That's what we're going to be following all of 2023. We're going to crush it. So definitely get yourself in there. Say what up. So now let's go into a couple of the individual channels here. Let's look at Bitcoin. We got that 4-hour sell now, couple prepare to sell soons. We did go up a bit the other day, a couple days ago. Yeah, so you saw we got a good rally here, and we broke above the 4-hour 200 moving average, and we're kind of holding that support right now, or we haven't retested it yet, sitting around like 17,300. So if we do come down to there, we do want to hold that as support. But let's take a look at the dollar, and we'll look at the Discord signals for the dollar as well too, and see what it's flashing. Because higher time frames, we already know we got the 2-week sell now, 3-week sell now, but the lower time frames now are saying buy now. So that's why we're seeing a little pullback in cryptos, because in the short term, is because the short-term buy now signal had flashed for the dollar overnight, and yesterday at 9 p.m. So overnight, crypto sold off a little bit. The dollar rose, as we saw right here. And now it's going to make a decision as far as, is it going to head up further, or is this kind of our area of where we're going to find resistance and head down here and continue the downtrend in the dollar and have cryptos pop on out of here. So what we can look at to see if that's going to be the case is I have this trend line here. Oh, actually, the 1-hour 200 moving average kind of hits it more perfect. That's our area of resistance this whole way down here since November 9th. It came down, resistance for the dollar, rejected down, resistance, rejected down, rejected down, rejected down, rejected down, rejected down. And now it's not so far off. It's like at 104.75. Right now we're sitting at 104.26. So if we were to break above that, hold as support, I would say the dollar is going to have a relief bounce, a sustained one. But as far as that we're below this, then the dollar continues to remain in a downtrend in the macro trend and in the short term. But if we break above here, then in the short term, the dollar may go on a rally. If we look at, so the 1-hour chart right now, not the best candle showing up for the dollar. Let's look at the 30-minute. We are finding some resistance on the 30-minute with the 200 moving average. If we do cross down here, or we see some follow through on this resistance and we pull down here, it's likely that if we flip this EMA ribbon back from red, so now it's turning green. If we flip it from green to red, we're going to continue to fall down here in the dollar. And then we can get a gauge as to what Bitcoin is, or at the stock market right now. And let's see, we got a 2-day buy now, 2-day buy now. Let's take a look at that. So this is with the other signals. So yeah, so right now we're at 11,600. We've been saying that 11,500 is critical. Want to hold that as support. If we do drop lower, I'm giving it to like 11,000. If we break below there, it's not good. So those are the levels that we're watching, and kind of where we kind of wicked up to yesterday is definitely the key area to get above and hold that support, right? So we have this trend line, resistance, resistance, resistance. We wicked up to it and hit resistance. Now we're back down here on the weekly chart, sitting on top of the 200 moving average. We want to see us get above that area there. That would really get us out of the woods here. And remember, we were watching the stock RSI cross down, the MACD flip. If that happens, then we're going to head lower here. And this could be a grand finale moment, because where we're at, as far as the stock market's critical level, where you could see a massive drawdown if we do break. So on our radar, let's take a look at gold. Gold is kind of pulling back a little bit. If I were to take from this low to this high, yeah, below the 786 right now. Let me actually grab it from here. Yeah, so if we do pull down lower, we could come to 1750 on it. Maybe even retest the red moving average here at 200, around like 1720. But we're not watching that as far as short-term stuff. We're really looking at the big picture on that. We had already said on the 1 week chart, we're very close to getting above the 50 moving average. I want to see that. So now let's go to a couple charts that I wanted to show you. So let's pull them up right now. Well, a couple notes, right? As far as Bitcoin, right? And we're looking at the higher time frame stuffs, and everything does look like it's super close to bottoming out. We do have to keep in the back of our mind a scenario like our last nail in the coffin, and who would the culprits that would be involved, right? I would say it would be Tron, it would be USD Tether, and it would be Binance. If something happens with either one of these three, it's likely going to have a contagion effect between these three. So I am eyeing Binance, USD Tether, Tron for potential black swan shorts in the event that, as a hedge with my long positions that I'm holding on my ledger, eyeing those as potential grand slam shorts if there were to be havoc in the crypto markets. And I'll cover that more in depth in the newsletter today. I have some things to share about Tron, Binance, and Tether. So if you haven't already subscribed, click subscribe, put the notification bell on, and you'll get updated in real time when we put that out. As well as I believe I did the Holy Grail cross-border payments too, that I'll be releasing today as well. So definitely want to subscribe to get those real time. So now let's look at a couple of charts. So we're looking at the XLM 1 month chart. And by the way, we got a new software, right? Maybe it looks a little bit different. We just leveled up here at Stargate, and you guys are going to love this. It's a screener. So based off the Stargate signals, it's going to screen 40 assets. We can pick whatever in here. I have the 10-year bond, the dollar, the stock markets, gold, silver, the total market caps. I also have the dominances. And then I have Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, XRP dominance. So I'm stacking up the order of importance as far as what we want to look at. We want to look at the macroeconomic indicators and then head down here to our cryptos, because they all play a role with each other. But as you can see, Stellar on the 1 month chart, the Stargate signals nailed it. Told you to sell now right here at the top after going up, crazy amounts, 22,000%. And then it told you to sell here back in like November 2022. Yeah, October, November 2022, right before we tanked down 80%. But what's encouraging is we have 1 month prepare to buy soon. We have not ever had one of these before. But if we're looking at the inverse perspective of Did the 1 month sell nows and sell warnings call these tops over here? Yes, they did. So likely the 1 month prepare to buy soons and buy nows will likely call the bottoms over here. So this is definitely a good sign. And if we can just see that stock RSI cross up here and then just have an uptick in the MACD and the TSI cross, then we're out of the woods. And that's how we're going to know when the stellar bottom is in. But we do have some good signs right now. Another thing, XDC against XRP 10-day chart. We have a couple sell nows that hit the tops of each move. And then we have 2 10-day prepare to buy soons. Those are high time frame signals. And right now we're very close to, if we were to go lower, the pink Fibonacci moving average. But I believe that we're very soon here gonna be getting that vertical blue buy now signal. All we just need to see is that stock RSI cross up and that TSI, and bam, we got it. And given that we have this kind of trend line coming down like this, so we can see that also we already came down to touch that support. And if I go to the regular candles, you can see that clearly. So you can see support, 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 and we're getting a bullish engulfing right now. This candle closes in a day, in 11 hours, so 2 days. So it's likely if we pull, it's looking good to pull up here. And if we break through this gray Fibonacci moving average and this trend line here, it's likely going to be a big move out of XDC. Every single time we do see like a trend line coming down like that, we break up, coming down like that, break up. So like, this is a very extended channel. So when we break up above this, it's going to be ferocious. We could see a kind of move that brings us up maybe 3 to 4 times our money by converting some XRP into XDC. And then once it gets up to these levels, we see the sell nows come in, then we can convert back into XRP and get way more of it. So I already took this with 13%. I notified people in the Discord, but if I see a break of this gray Fibonacci moving average in the channel here with an uptick and a vertical blue line, I think I might pour a little more in to definitely take advantage of that play. Then let's look at Quant. Quant on the 1-day chart with the Stargate signal absolutely nailed it. I mean, if we're really looking at this, you can see, and let me hide the Fibonacci moving average. And I'll even hide the EMA ribbon, and we'll just look at the signals. So right over here, nailed the top in September 2021. Would have told you to sell around 400. We did have a false signal right here, but that's why we set stop losses, everything like that. You could have just had a horizontal line here that connected your lows. And then if it broke that, you would have sold out, small loss. That's fine. And then you had a buy now here, a buy now here, a buy now here. Then you sold off again. You had to sell. And then you had a buy now here, a sell, a buy, a sell, a buy. So like it's really nailing these swings, especially now we clearly changed this kind of trend here. We're just going straight down like this. And then we've changed the trend because now we're going like this. We're making higher highs, higher lows. So Quant is showing a lot of strength, and definitely I'll be following the 1-day signals on Quant with the Stargate signals, because I mean, even just the start or middle of June here, buying right here, selling, buying, selling, buying. So, and us being on this trend line. Also, we have this one like kind of like this as well too. So where we're at, it's a good area to find some support and start to rally back up here to touch the top of this trend line and this horizontal line here too. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Quant hit $250 maybe Q1 of next year. Wouldn't be out of the cards, that's for sure. Now let's go to XRP, and we are looking at the 3-day chart, and I mean, nailed it here too. It's really crazy. So we have the sell up here, the buy here, the sell, buys around here, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. So like, I wonder if we can run the calculations of profits on that. Probably would have been crazy. I mean, it hit every single top on this way up here. And then also this top, hit the bottoms here, short-term bottom. I mean, like 28 cents is definitely I would say the average price of XRP for the past 5-6 years. So really nailed it. So what I'm looking for is going forward, if we get a 3-day sell now signal with the Stargate signals on XRP, we're taking some off the table. It's too hard to deny that, right there, called it. So like if those signals do come in when we start to rally up here, definitely gonna have to take a little bit off just in the event that we do pull back down, because then we can buy back in and get more. And then also the 3-day buy nows, I mean, nailed it, at least for the local short-term bottoms here. Nailed it right before it went up. Nailed it. Hit the sell there as well too. Sell there. I mean, like the 3-day sell now is really hit every top. Then the bottoms get hit on the money as well. Then we can see that we have all the screeners here with the assets. So like if you wanted access to the screener, shoot me a message, join the Discord, add me as a friend. My name in there is Rob at Stargate. And shoot me a message that you want access to the screener, because it is next level. Because like we don't even have to fish through like 40 charts. We can just have one chart pulled up, have all these here, and then you can just look at the ticker name. So like Songbird, right? We can just look at the color and we know that blue means buy now. Yeah, so we are seeing those good signs here in the charts. We definitely want to see how the dollar shapes up today. And we want to watch what Bitcoin's doing. And we definitely want to watch the stock market as far as those key levels. So definitely keep your eye on the Discord. If I see anything pop up in real time, I'll be shooting over screenshots in there and keeping you updated with exactly what I'm doing. Because now's the time where things are going to start getting spicy. A lot of stuff going on. We got to be prepared for it. So join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. And that's it for the market update, guys. I'll see you in the newsletter.